James's Midnight Goods. It was the end of a busy day on Sunday, and James was just taking his last goods train to Vicarstown. Once James pulled into the yard, he was uncoupled and moved off to go and turn on the turntable and then puff back into the sheds for a rest. Once James was in his shed, he yawned and then closed his eyes and went to sleep. James next awoke to the yard master calling his name. "James, wake up." "What is it?" said James. "Boko just came in with the midnight goods, and, well, he's been called away. I called the Fat Controller and asked if you could take it on," said the yard master. "All right," said James. The yard foreman continued. "The train is ready for you, and then you'll collect a train to take back to Napperd. After that, you should be good to rest," said the yard foreman. "Right," said James. "I'll be on my way then." With that, the yard foreman walked away, and James left the shed to go and pick up the train. Once James backed down onto the midnight goods and he was coupled up, he waited for his path just as Boko flew by with his goods train. Soon the signal dropped. The guard blew his whistle. James responded with it and puffed away. Soon, James had arrived at the port. He was soon uncoupled from his trunk and went to go take on coal and water for his return journey back to Napperd with the goods train. As James pulled in, he suddenly heard a oily voice. "What are you doing off the scrap pile?" "Do I look like scrap to you?" said James pointedly towards the diesel. "Of course you do. You're old and past it. Your time has come, Kettle. Old. Past it.
James's safety valve began to lift.
How dare you?
Grunted James.
I'm not old or past it. If it wasn't for me, your goods would have been on time.
Grunted James.
You mean escaping, Kettle. You belong right on that scrap line with the rest of them. You won't pull anything if you don't shut your mouth, said James viciously.
You can't do anything to me, said the Diesel.
James let off steam. Temper, Kettle, said the Diesel. Wouldn't want you to break down. The cutter's torch is just a yard away, and yet you still cling on to life, hoping for that chance that you'll be saved. At least with these, they have the decency to move aside, said the Diesel. Don't you talk about them like that, rapped James. Why? It's not like they can hear me, said the Diesel. They're long gone. They closed their eyes into a permanent sleep long ago. They were fellow steam engines. We paved the way for all of you, said James. Now there's no place for you in it,
smirked the Diesel.
That's what is known as the future, and there's no place for you in it.
James was livid. Pity you can't just accept your fate and join the line with the rest of them, said the Diesel. James' safety valves began to lift.
I'm not done yet, rapped James. I've lived through some of the darkest moments in history. I'm not gonna be told by some newfangled shoebox when my time is up. I'll be the judge of that, said James.
Just then a Class 08 shunter pulled into the yard.
See that antique right there? He escaped from the scrap line. He's to be put back immediately, said the Diesel. No, I'm not, said James. I'm going home.
Oh, sure you are.
Listen here, you. I'm gonna knock your red codes out.
Threatening behavior is prohibited.
I'll give you threatening. Send him to the cutter's torch. Oh, no, you don't. Oh, yes, I will. Never. Scrap him now.
That is enough. You are in the presence of a Fat Controller's engine. If anything happens to that engine over there, it won't be the Fat Controller you have to worry about. It'll be me.
The 08 shunter scuttled away.
I'm back,
shouted the Diesel.
Shut up,
said Boko. The Diesel fell into silence.
Now, I believe we have a train to take back, James. Come on, let's go. I must get you home safe after all, said Boko.
And then he backed away to go and collect this train. James smiled, and then he puffed away to go and collect his train with Boko. Soon, Boko backed down onto the train, and James followed shortly after. Once everything was ready and they were coupled up together, James said, "Are you ready, Boko?" Boko replied, "Let's get out of here, James." And with that, the two engines pulled the heavy train out of the port, heading back towards the Northwestern Railway, their home. As the two engines crashed at the top of Warden's Hill, the sun rose. And as they came down the other side, James and Boko slowed the train down for the stop in Wellsworth for Boko to be dropped off and James to take the train onto their train. And as Boko was taken off the train and went into the shed, he said to James, "Have a good run now." James said, "Thank you, Boko." And he was coupled up and then left with the train. James was soon making good time as he steamed along the line. Soon, James had pulled into the yard, dropped off his trucks, and went to the sheds for a rest. Once he settled down, he yawned. And then fell asleep. When James next awoke, the Fat Controller was walking up to him. He was scared about what the Fat Controller might say. But to his surprise, the Fat Controller was smiling.
Hello, James. I came to congratulate you on your fine run last night,
said Sir Topham Hatt. Thank you, sir, said James.
and that I spoke with Boko and his crew. I wanted to let you know that you have nothing to worry about. You are safe here, James. And as for that diesel, I've spoken to the other railway's controller, and they will handle it,
said Sir Topham Hatt. James beamed at the Fat Controller. Yes, sir, I see, sir. Thank you, sir, said James.
Of course, James. Now I want you to get some rest because later I have a very important passenger train that I think needs a splendid engine to pull it, said Sir Topham Hatt. Would you like that, James, after you get your rest?
Said the Fat Controller, smiling up at the splendid red engine. Yes, sir, please, sir. Thank you, sir, said James.
Of course, James.
And with that, Sir Topham Hatt turned and walked away, leaving the red LMYR Class 28 beaming with pride. And then he shut his eyes, bathing in the afternoon sun.